Sian, you're saying that China's 2022 growth target is ambitious, and the authorities are known to be more conservative. I mean, in the past, their projections have been seen as being really the baseline or on a conservative side. So how are you looking at these challenges in them not being able to meet 5.5 for the year?
Okay, well, there's a couple of factors. Even though we had obviously some pretty good numbers come out for the first 2 months of the year, particularly on the retail sales, we don't think that momentum is going to continue. We actually think that the real estate sector will continue to weigh on growth, particularly in the first half, as well as their zero COVID policy. So that will continue to weigh on consumption. And even though they are actually planning on increasing fiscal spending, so we're expecting to see more infrastructure, we don't think that investment is actually going to be able to offset the real estate slowdown in the real estate sector. As such, we do think that it's a fairly ambitious target, and of course the risks are to the downside.
Right, and what about policy action in terms of supporting growth? What the central bank did this morning in terms of increasing the cash injection in the banking system, but not moving on the MLF facility, which many expected. In fact, 60% of the analysts polled by Reuters expected that they would move on that either by 5 or 10 basis points. That didn't happen. Was that a surprise? And what does that mean for the road ahead?
Yeah, I think we were a little bit taken by surprise, but although the January-February numbers being as strong as they did, they thought that maybe they could pause. But saying that, we do expect that there will need to be more policy support. When I talk about those risks facing the economy, one of the things that is going to offset that is actually further policy support. So on the PBOC, we're looking for more targeted RRR cuts. We're also looking for some more interest rate cuts, particularly in the second quarter. And we're also looking for some front loading of that fiscal stimulus, that fiscal support. The risk is, though, that it's not going to be enough. Particularly if they do actually want to be able to achieve sort of 5 or above 5%, given the external backdrop. And we may actually need to see some more policy support in the second half.